The day started like any other for us firemen, or at least, that's what we thought. We were at the fire station posing for what was supposed to be our very serious yet oddly glamorous annual Stud Muffin Fireman calendar photo shoot. You know, the one where we strike those heroic poses with the perfect smoldering looks, the kind that might make a few hearts skip a beat or two. Yeah, that one. It was a riot. Here we were, trying to look all tough and gallant, flexing our muscles and giving those steely-eyed hero gazes to the camera, when suddenly the radio crackled to life. Someone reported a building fire nearby, and there was urgency in the dispatcher's voice. You could practically hear the record scratch as the seriousness of the situation sank in. In an instant, we went from studly poses to scrambling around like headless chickens trying to get into our gear. Helmets were askew, suspenders were tangled, and one poor guy ended up with his pants on backward. It was chaos. I swear there was this collective panic as we piled into the fire truck, half-dressed, half-ready, and certainly not looking anything like the heroes we were trying to portray moments ago. The photographer just stood there, mouth agape, probably wondering if this was some bizarre fireman-themed prank. As we raced towards the reported fire, the adrenaline kicked in. Sirens blaring, red lights flashing. We were determined to do our jobs, even if we looked like a hot mess doing it. I mean, we were professional firefighters after all. When we arrived at the scene, all suited up and ready to extinguish the flames, we found nothing. Zilch. Nada. There wasn't a single wisp of smoke, let alone a raging inferno. We exchanged bewildered glances, trying to figure out if this was some kind of practical joke or an honest mistake. Turns out it was the latter. A well-intentioned but slightly panicked bystander had mistaken some steam coming from a food truck for a fire. We couldn't help but laugh at the mix-up, even though we were a bit miffed about the false alarm. As we returned to the fire station, still chuckling about the whole debacle, we were greeted by a curious sight. People from the calendar photo shoot who had witnessed our abrupt departure were now lining up to take pictures with us. They joked, saying things like, "I hope a fire starts at my place too if it means meeting these hunky firefighters." We obliged, posing for photos with big grins on our faces, fully embracing the unexpected turn of events. It was a reminder that sometimes life throws the most hilarious curveballs at you, even in the midst of what's supposed to be a serious job. And who would have thought that our failed rescue mission would turn us into the local heartthrobs, leaving people wishing for a fire to see us again? It was a day we'd never forget, a mix of absurdity, mistaken alarms, and newfound adoration, all rolled into one unforgettable calendar-worthy experience.